Hello guys, once again it's Matt and today we have another video. Thank you all the members, all the Patreons, make sure to subscribe and let's get into it guys. So live commentary again, we are flying out the MiG-29 SMT with the coolest skin ever, which was given by me, by Gaijin as a CC, so that I can show to you guys how beautiful it is. You can check that skin on the market of the game and buy from another player, which is very cool. And yeah guys, if you don't know, the SMT kinda got a little buff. It's kinda weird. I didn't notice too much of a change, but a lot of people were talking about it, so I just decided to try to do a video trying to see if I can notice anything different with it, right? In theory, the major change that it got was basically the change on the amount of drag that it has while turning, which was something that was actually increased, like I think between the dev and the proper patch. So yeah, maybe it's a buff for the MiG-29 SMT. It should be able to control it a little bit of the AOA a little bit better in lower airspeeds as well, in higher AOA kind of situations. So I will do a match right now, try to get some people with it, and then we're going to do test drive to actually take a look on the actual flight model. Sleva, come on. Yes, got him. And people say BVR isn't possible in the game right now. But basically, I'm going to test it out with War Thunder real-time information to check it out if we can see that it pulls a little bit more or not. Is that a MiG-29? I'm scared. It might be very close to us. Let me just go cold over here, because I don't know. I don't see anything there. There is a MiG-29 on our 6 there somewhere, so we need to be careful. I brought an R-27 ET over here to help out a little bit. It was probably that MiG-29. You never know what it is, right? Come on. There you go. Just waiting for a lock. And another splash. An R-27 ET is so good at these long range kills, man. It's disgustingly good, if that is even a word. That was a 6 o'clock shot. So I don't know, it still feels sluggish. I'm very heavy, obviously. I like to always, I mean, this comes down to personal preference, but I always love to just go with full fuel tanks. It always gives you a little bit more time to actually deal with targets at the end of the match, and you don't lose a lot of performance. You know, you do lose it, but with the systems and the missiles that you have over here, especially in the MiG-29, it's just kinda enough, right? I mean, I got you kinda BVR kills, and that's pretty much it. I feel like it is still compressing a lot, as you see. You're pulling a lot of Gs, but the aircraft is very heavy, man. Of course, I am full fueled, as I said. I don't know, I don't think this match will be enough for us to actually test it out. Oh my god, I love this skin. I love it. I love this cockpit, I love this aircraft. I cannot wait to see a MiG-35 or something like that in the game. We have still one guy left, but the match is already over. If anything happens, I will be here, but if not, I will go to the test flight to actually check it out, okay? So here we are, guys, and I gotta be honest, I tested a little bit before actually going for it, and I don't think it's anything different, you know? It does feel maybe a little bit lighter, but it's difficult to know if it's just me or not. It's still a very sluggish aircraft in a general sense, okay? And I mean, although it can pull a lot of turns, it can manage up to 35, 40 degrees per second in the turning capability. The AOA, which was the things that I think it was the most important, is still the same. And the turning capability, yes, it might feel a little bit better, but not really, you know. The main thing is that they reduce it. They didn't increase, obviously, the amount of AOA that you can pull or anything like that. They just decreased the amount of drag that is being produced on the turn, you know. So it should remain with a better energy retention maybe, and with that you can try to turn a little bit better in a general sense, but you won't feel that much, I don't think, in a normal gameplay. It feels like the same aircraft, you know. Maybe with the full real controls we might see something a little bit different. I will test it out a little bit, but overall, I mean, yeah, as you can see, at a certain range of speed there, you can pull some immense amount of turns, you know. So it managed to pull, like, let me test again, let me get speed again. Come on, speed. See, it reached 40 and then it returns to 20, 30. So it's maintaining a fairly normal level of turn. It's difficult to actually know because you would need to actually have the aircraft itself before the quote-unquote buff to actually compare to it. But a lot of people are noticing changes. Normally, I don't tend to, you know, agree with this type of just like noticing, you know, because normally personal opinions and personal like feelings of how the aircraft is has nothing to do with the proper flight model of the aircraft, right? So it's, you know how it is, right? So let's go for another model of, you know, gameplay over here. I don't know if my... First of all, yeah, let me just hop right into it. So this is weird, guys. Hold up. There's something different with the flight model of this thing. It's completely different than the other ones. Okay. Now it's kind of working. Let me check. Hold up. It's just weird. It compresses so much in high speeds. Like, the amount of AOA that I'm being able to pull is kind of marginal over here. Which is the oddest thing ever. Like, I'm not being able to pull a lot of AOA. And it's kind of weird because the MiG-29 used to just pull like, I don't know, 40 degrees of AOA, which was kind of a more like a more realistic thing. As you see, it's compressing a lot, and then in the lower air speeds, I'm turning, like, I gotta say, I'm turning less than in the realistic. This is really, really weird. This is like the weirdest thing to feel ever. The aircraft doesn't pull like it used to do. So I don't know. It's been a while since I played something in simulator, so it's kind of weird for me, but yeah, if you are in a lower airspeed, you can pull it like the 26, 27 degrees, 25 as you see over here, and that's where I think you will feel the most, the bigger buff, you know, where the MiG-29 can actually pull a lot of nose authority, basically, as you see, out of nowhere to shoot a missile or something like that. It's properly pulling 25. Used to do more than this, like the other MiGs. I don't know if it's just the SMT, but still, yeah, it can pull a lot, but it's still not the greatest thing ever. I don't know. My god, this thing has power, and it's supposed to be in very high angles of attack. You should be able to be controllable a little bit easier. So I don't know, guys, it feels like a sluggish aircraft, you know, and where the flight performance will lack a little bit, you will have an awesome performance in the missiles. So let me just grab the normal MiG-29 just to see how it performs on simulator as well. But I feel like it's pretty much the same of what it was. It doesn't have anything too different, you know. It's kind of the same as it was before, which is quite funny. When people say that it's completely different. There are people in the Discord saying, oh my god, it's a completely different aircraft. And for me, it feels very much the same. And I don't want to contradict myself. It's just that I thought the SMT would pull more, but I don't remember me actually... Let me just test with the 912 and I can finish my point. Yeah, see? You can pull a lot more in the MiG-29 than 912, you know? In the AOA. Notice the AOA right up there. For now it's the same actually. But yeah, 25 degrees or yeah, of AOA. Let's see. Yeah, it feels like they nerfed in the last, before this one, amount of AOA that you can actually pull in a MiG-29. So I wasn't really aware of that. That's where I'm kind of contradicting myself here, but it's just that the MiG-29 actually was a lot better before. It was actually pulling a lot more AOA. Not that it was better, it was just kind of weird and really hard to maintain in a proper turn, you know? But right now, they limited the amount of AOA that you can pull, which is funny to say the least. You should be able to just pull as much as you can when you turn the electronic part of the quote-unquote fly-by-wire system. It's not really a fly-by-wire, but it's a hybrid system, so it does have a computer limiting some stuff, you know. So, can you shut up, AA system? But, yeah, it's just very weird. But I don't think it's that different, you know, and to be honest, from what it was before this minor update that we had to yesterday, it kind of feels like the same. So it is a lot worse than it was before, like the dev and before the last patch was released, I think, or even before that. But apparently the SMT itself is a little bit better than it was before yesterday. And that's what I think where the change actually relies, right? And with the damping, it actually holds way more than before, you know. It's just a lot harder to do a dogfight. But anyway, this is it, guys. This is my verdict. I think the changes were very minor, in my opinion, if changed at all, you know, in a general sense. So, yeah, guys, I just wanted to test the German one to see how it compared to the SMT. But they are very, very similar to each other, even in the simulator battle. So, I don't know, it just feels weird, but it feels very much the same as it was before. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed. Make sure to subscribe, and I see you guys on the next one. Bye, guys. See you.